The problem for Boehner is how does he give on rates? He said this the other day: I oppose tax rate increases because tax rate increases cost American jobs. That gives you no room to give on rates. It is, by the way, not an original thought. Who said this? The tax increase will kill jobs and lead to a recession, and the recession will force people out of work and onto unemployment and actually increase the deficit. That's Newt Gingrich in 1993 on the Clinton tax increase. And those of us who were working on the other side of that tax increase, Newt, have been waiting for your apology for 20 years for being completely wrong about that.
I don't agree with you.
Well, but the economy soared. No one lost a job because of that tax increase. There was no recession. You said there'd be a recession. There was no recession.
Lawrence O'Donnell on Meet the Press this weekend, enjoying a long-delayed moment of accountability with former Republican Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich. The reason that feels good to watch is because it is so rare and so satisfying to have real historical context and accountability puncture the obsessive beltway focus on the self-serving, ahistorical, context-free power play of the moment that is usually what they talk about. That was a substantive point about the empirical, knowable evidence of what happened the last time we tried this thing that we are now considering trying again. The fight now, right, is over whether to keep all the Bush tax cuts or whether the rates for the highest income can go back to what they were under President Clinton. And as Lawrence said, in the first year of his presidency, President Clinton did raise taxes. He created a new bracket for the highest income and also raised the corporate tax rate. And at the time, Newt Gingrich really was the leading voice in a Republican chorus predicting that if President Clinton got his way, the country would crumble. It did not crumble.
I believe this will lead to a recession next year. This is the Democrat machine's recession, and each one of them will be held personally accountable.
It's going to slow the economy. It's going to put people out of work. I've been saying for the last week, the person I feel the worst about in all this is that person who's filling out a job application. Because it's a tight job market now, and it's only going to get tighter.
The proof will be in the pudding. We're going to come back here next year. There will be higher deficits. There will be more spending. We'll continue to have a very slow economy. People aren't going to go to work.
That takes me back. You guys remember the Great Recession of the Clinton administration? The double-digit unemployment, the bread lines? Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Think about it. There probably have never been better times than these when so many people are doing so well in an economy that just gets stronger and stronger. The latest measure are the numbers that are in for the end of 1998, and they're sensational.
The numbers are astonishing. The economy growing at the fastest pace in more than 2 years.
There's a job for everybody who wants one. Interest rates are incredibly low, and there's hardly any inflation.
More good news, paychecks growing at the fastest clip in 5 years, up almost 3.5% last year alone.
The disastrous result of the Clinton tax rates. There's no shame in being wrong. People get stuff wrong all the time. When you do get stuff wrong, though, it's worth noticing. So you can stop being wrong about that thing if it ever comes up again. Now that we're debating trying some of the Clinton-era economic policies again, it's a helpful historical thing to remember who was wrong about what the effect would be of those policies. Because if they are now making the same arguments that proved to be wrong the last time we tried this, then, well, the role of the media should be to point that out loudly, maybe even on Sunday morning, which happened this weekend on Meet the Press because Lawrence was there. Hallelujah. This is how it is supposed to work. And now it is time for the last word with Lawrence O'Donnell.